And welcome to round 1 of the World Championships with me, Rebecca Walker, joined as always by my wonderful, enthusiastic husband, Richard Walker, who's a bit grumpy tonight because we started trying to recorded quite a lot of this video and then realised that the audio was not working, which is a little bit annoying, but never mind, we're there. So this is day 1A. We have recorded the whole of day 1A. We have got a chunk of the cut as well, and we also managed to get to the melee final. We haven't recorded day 1B because quite honestly we were playing melee and it would have been a bit of a pain in the arse to have recorded the joust as well as play in the melee. On the screen though we have Patrick Nair, who is playing Stark Crossing, against Tyson Villa, who is playing Greyjoy Prince, and his prince, I believe, if I remember correctly, is Euron. Opening plots, we've got Wither and Cold into At the Gates, and Patrick's setup was a scepter with a dupe even, a cat and an Oldgate, and on the right Tyson had a Lannis, a Sea Bitch and a refurbished Hulk, and with the At the Gates he's gone to grab an Iron Gate. Am I covered?
Yeah.
Yeah? There we go. And I think he drew a card there on Alanis as well. You were a bit obsessed with Alanis and boats and card draw, weren't you, back in the day?
Back in the day.
When was it you played your Greyjoy deck?
Last summer.
Was that during the Nationals?
Yes.
Is that when you got to the final two?
Yes.
Oh. Any other insight you care to give?
No, talk about Wither and Cold like we did last time.
Sorry, he's a little bit grumpy. Yes, we have the Wither and Cold as the opening plot from Patrick, which is an unusual choice. At the moment...
Didn't nail the faction card for passing the Black Gate.
He did not nail the faction card for passing the Black Gate, which might be important because it should be knelt, and with Wither and Cold it would be knelt next turn as well. Patrick has played Wither and Cold, which is an unusual choice for round 1 of Stark, when you don't have any visible way to stand your cards on the board. He doesn't have a Rob, he doesn't have any Northern Armories, anything like that. So it seems like a little bit of an odd choice.
I am no one.
Yeah, I am no one would be perfect. I mean, you also mentioned when we recorded this before, that quite often with Wither and Cold, you kind of let your opponent go first so you can sort of see what they're up to. But Patrick hasn't done that. So yeah, I'm no one. Seems like a good shout. Would make sense, for this setup. Also interesting to note that Patrick played Passing the Black Gate, but he played out a King's Road and then used it to pay for an Umber Loyalist. Now obviously these are 3 cost and the King's Road covers 3 cost. So he kind of lost a gold in paying for the Umber Loyalist with the King's Road. He might have been better just paying the 2 gold for the Umber Loyalist and saving the King's Road for a possible bigger, better character that he might have got from the draw.
He didn't.
But
Spoiler.
He didn't. He's also played out a Sansa, an Arya and a Bear and a Scout, and the Scout went and fetched a She-Bear. Also worth noting, Patrick has a Rickon on the board as well. So
why might the Rickon be relevant, Rebecca?
Because of what is possibly coming up next. So playing out a Sea Tower and choosing a Lannis to draw a card there. On Tyson's side, playing out a Fishmonger, and then using his gold to pay for Euron. And he's searching his deck. So at this point, I think I was pretty much screaming at Patrick, use your bloody Rickon.
Yeah, that's big, right? I mean, Tyson even kind of stopped, expecting it to be Rickonned.
Yeah, I think Silence and Euron together is a very, very risky combo to let happen.
It's just one of those situations where the start player forget they have the Rickon or the Bran on the board and then they don't use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I think it happens to everyone. The best of us forget sort of little interactions like that. I mean, the amount of times that, me or an opponent has forgotten that Arya's got an intrigue icon when Scepter's on the board, for example. It's easy to forget these little things. I don't know how often Patrick plays Stark, but, he's got so many characters on the board. it's not entirely surprising if he just missed the fact that he'd got Rick on, but it could be important later in the game. Also, with the plot being Withering Cold, having Euron silence might be useful for Tyson to get that restand so that he can use Euron in the next round. But we'll see what happens. So we are on to the Challengers phase then.
I would say Patrick pretty familiar with Stark.
Yeah, okay.
Judging by his 16 tournament entries on Jousting Pavilion.
Okay, so he knows what he's doing with Stark. Probably just having a moment in the excitement of going to Worlds.
5 champion titles.
Wow. He does know what he's doing with Stark. 27 pavilion points. All Stark?
There's a lot of mayors that play as well. I wonder if they're all related.
Could be.
Anyway.
So, Patrick going in for an intrigue with the Scepter and Cat. Interesting that it's gone in with them both. We've not seen an I Am No One, which is surprising. Thought it might have one with that 1 gold left over and considering the Withering Turn. Apparently not. But the intrigue claim is good. Stealing that... is it Baelor?
What?
Baelor? Black Tide? Which of course means that you can't play events that are in your discard pile. So start crossing. I mean, he's already played a pass in the Black Gate. If he's playing that, he probably has a couple. Things like I'm No One, possibly No Surprises. Very common in your start crossing. So getting rid of the Baelor is probably a nice little, thing not to have to worry about.
Sure.
Generally, there are one of, right? So.
Yeah, and start crossing doesn't ordinarily run a lot of removal, so wouldn't really be able to deal with the Baelor aside from their reset of choice, which is VD or Wildfire, I guess, mostly.
Normally those.
But judging by the fact Patrick's running Core Cat, probably VD.
Yeah, because Big Cat is a bit of a sad one to lose when you've got Big Cat and Rob on the board.
That Wildfire actually helps.
Yeah. Sansa, they're winning power, and because of the renown and extra strength she gets from Scepter, she gains the power.
Have I ever shown you my impression of Littlefinger when he talked to Sansa?
Yes, Richard.
Okay.
Would you like to show the viewers?
No.
You've hinted now. You don't want to deprive them.
Nah, I just thought I'd dangle the carrot.
All right. So, what do the viewers have to do to get you to do your impression of Littlefinger?
Nothing. They're never getting it. They don't deserve it.
Richard!
What?
They're watching your video even though you're Mr. Grumpy Guts.
Well, I've already commentated this damn video once. And now I've got to watch it again. Mistriggered and all.
Not had any, have we? If
we didn't get a faction nil for passing the Black Gate, but it does kind of get worse. Like,
we had a military from Arya stealthing Euron, which went through unopposed. So you get the crossing and unopposed. Plus claim, which was a Winfield Steward. Tyson going in for a big power with Alanis and Euron. Kneeling the Bear Island Scout there to make sure it's not unopposed. Tyson taking the Tyson taking the claim even, sorry. Because it wasn't unopposed, right?
There was no unopposed.
And now reacting. Which technically he's missed. But Patrick is saying that's fine, but I'm going to cancel it with Rickon anyway. So this works because although the prince is being used to summon you on and draw a card, actually Rickon cancels when a search... What is it? What's the
if there's an effect with the word search in it, Rickon can cancel it.
There you go. So even though they're not actually using the search part of it, technically because it's triggered and it's got the word search in it, he can cancel it. Does that mean that the faction card is nil anyway, though?
Yeah, because it's a cost. Nil your faction card too.
Yeah, okay. So that should be nil next turn then as well.
Yep.
And Euron there being restood using the silence, but he did forget to use his pillage, and he also forgot to use his intimidate.
Wonderful. So, yeah, a classic example of something interrupting your train of thought. You maybe are distracted, tilting, whatever, and you forget half the shit you're supposed to do.
Yeah, very easily done.
Wonderful.
But remembers this time. He gets his intrigue claim. The intrigue claim, and then keywords. He's done the pillage, and he's remembered to intimidate the Amber Loyalist.
Fucking A.
But it does mean that silence is knelt, as is every character on the board.
That's pretty unusual for a Withering Cold turn.
So yet nothing able to stand. And as we mentioned, theoretically the faction card should also be knelt on Patrick's side.
So, round 2 plots. I'm going to take a wild stab at... No, I won't be that guy.
I was going to say, I've normally watched all of these before actually commentating.
So return to the field from Patrick, which makes sense because his board is entirely knelt. Shame he doesn't have a trigger like Rob to restand them all. But still, return to the field will remove some knelt characters which will not do anything this turn and give him some gold and draw unless he sacrifices the Umber Loyalist. Tyson has played the Prince who came too late. He only gets 1 gold, but then 3 other gold from the location, so it's not too bad. And he might get something nice out of it, right? He must have a plan.
Yeah, you'd think so.
You wouldn't go into a round with 4 gold unless you had a plan, right?
You'd hope not. Interestingly, you were talking before in the previous attempt about how it's quite risky playing Prince that Come Too Late in this second round because quite often, if a deck's running barring, round 2 is where that barring happens. So, I mean, return is a fair choice. As you say, Patrick's board is knelt out. Unfortunately, there's not really anything that you'd probably want to sacrifice on Patrick's side apart from that Baron and Scout, because the Sansa, Scepter and Arya all work so well together. Cat's just really fucking good. And like you said, the Umber Loyalist, you get rid of that, you're just going to have to discard 2 cards anyway. Yeah,
I'm sure Titan's relieved to see a Northern Armory come up, but, you know...
Relieved?
Patrick only had 5 gold.
Patrick should have had...
6?
He should have had 6, because he should have got 1 from the character discarded.
Yeah.
Sacrificed even. 1 from the Old Gate, and then 4 from his plot. But he's only got, 2 left.
No, he had 3 left.
He had 3 left?
Yeah.
But he's paid 2 for Northern Armory.
Yeah. So he should have had 4 left. But anyway, I'm sure Tyson was relieved to see the Northern Armory come out, and Patrick sitting on 3 gold, which means he can't afford to summon and put Rickon back on the board. Because Rickon back on the board really screws with that plot.
Yes, it does. So Tyson played out a shipwright. Patrick could have used that Northern Armory then before the shipwright activated.
Yes, I don't know if Patrick knows he has an action after the shipwright is marshalled, but if he does, he should have used the action to stand a character. But he didn't, so here we are.
Here we are.
The armory's knelt, so it's just an expensive econ now.
Tyson managing to get out a standing character by playing a warship, which let the Eager deck hand come into play, and therefore doing military. And that is the only challenge that happened. Patrick winning Dom though because of his gold. I don't know if maybe Patrick had intended to use the Northern Armory to stand Arya and then maybe had an I'm No One in hand to do some challenges with.
That would have been nice, right?
Yeah, so like I say, I'm not sure if he just didn't realise that he could have triggered the Northern Armory when the shipwright was played.
I mean, if that was me, I say, look, sorry, I haven't passed my action, I'm going to take my action now.
Yeah, because I think that's quite an important play to use that Northern Armory. That could be a whole round's worth of challenges that Patrick has missed out on. But again, we don't know if Patrick didn't realise or I'm not sure if Tyson asked him if he had an action or not.
The Titan Prince that was promised is Victorian. Or Prince
Well,
that
Prince came too late. Yeah.
Euron was promised Victorian late. Got it.
So Tyson now has Alanis, Euron duped, Victorian, and then an eager deckhand and a shipwright. Patrick with a duped Scepter, duped Cat, Amber Loyalist, Sansa, and a duped Arya. So Patrick's board has got a lot more weenies than Tyson's. Say Tyson's is pretty valuable at the moment.
Nah.
Valuable.
Greyjoy are never morgulistable.
No,
but
no.
VD is an option. Like we said in the last commentary, I'd probably hold it off for another plot because, you know, Greyjoy can smell it coming and play Return to the Field if they have it.
I find that an unusual choice in Greyjoy. I feel like I don't really see Return in Greyjoy very much.
That's because you don't see Greyjoy very much. And when you do see Greyjoy nowadays, there is quite often a Return to the Fields.
Oh, okay. So it looks like Tyson here was going to just get rid of the deckhand and the shipwright, probably just focusing on his own plot, and then suddenly twigged, actually shit, no, they're the Daenerys. So he's got rid of the Alanis and Victorian to draw his 2 cards and gain 2 gold. I think that makes sense because it leaves exactly 10 gold's worth on the board. You mentioned in our previous attempt that Victorian might have been a better option because Victorian forces through big challenges.
Well, yeah, Victorian, I mean, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships on the board at the moment. Which means Victorian, he's big, he can trigger the agenda to get Euron back. And yeah, he's big. He's really big. And he can be used 4 times, 5 times in the challenge phase. So he's also an option to keep. I guess the kicker is whether you have boats in hand to activate Euron and get the Intimidate off multiple times.
So here, Patrick decided to get rid of the Amber Loyalist and Sansa over the Cat, which... I mean, Cat's really, really good. She's going to stop Tyson from doing annoying stuff, but she's very intimidatable. And also, by getting rid of the Amber Loyalist, Patrick had to discard 2 cards, and it's discarded a Daisy, which seems questionable.
Yeah? Why is it questionable, Rebecca?
Well, I mean, she's a good card. She's got renown.
You can get her back in summer, not a problem.
This is true. If Patrick has summer.
Hello, Alanis.
Hello, she's
You didn't
back.
stay away for long.
And then I'm not sure what the other card was that was discarded, to be honest, but I think I could see a superior claim in Patrick's hand, actually. I think I might struggle to get that off.
You are correct.
Patrick collecting 6 gold.
Which is correct.
It is correct. 1 for a steward.
And we
Anything
wait.
else?
And we wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's got potentially 6 gold, right? So, I mean, if you got rid of the Daisy, you must have another decent-ish character in hand, you'd think, to play out.
Maybe he didn't top deck any?
A little bit risky to leave it to a top deck.
Yeah, risky. Took a risk, didn't work out.
It did not. He is sitting on 5. That's sad. Okay, so Patrick was about to trigger his old gate, but then realised Tyson's first player, so does Tyson have an action?
If you've got crap in hand, surely you do that after the injury challenge.
Yeah. Maybe he likes his hand, but it's all like events and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll find out.
So yeah, I think Titan's board is better now, especially if he has a boat in hand. Because he's going to get double Intimidate off. He can make it so Patrick doesn't really do much in this challenge phase at all. He's saving a lot of gold too.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, Tyson can actually kneel out pretty much the whole of Patrick's board if he wanted.
Can he? How does he do that? He can kneel out half the board.
He can use Euron 3 times, right?
3 times.
Because of the prince that was promised.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Well, that faction card should have restood. Oh, we do not sow.
Boom! Blow up your armory.
Yeah,
Have some of
so... and then unopposed.
Talkies unopposed. Good sign.
Yeah. Going straight to intimidate.
Wait, what?
We need claim.
Where'd the military claim? Oh, you botched it.
I mean, he did most of it.
I mean, it's both players' responsibility to maintain the board state, and they've botched it. But
Again.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I mean,
It's
it's
fine.
not really okay, but we'll just run with it. It's cool. Power challenge, in which Euron is almost definitely going to stand from the agenda.
He should do, shouldn't he?
The faction card is knelt, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah. And because Kat has been intimidated, she's not going to get in the way of being able to trigger anything. So yeah, should be able to restand Euron and draw a card, and also get another intimidate off. He does have extra votes as well if needed.
Tyson telegraphing his idea to use the Iron Fleet Scout by rearranging them.
Well, sometimes that's just a nice way of making sure it's unopposed, right? You just sort of subtly, move things, and it's like, I could do this. Okay, so reacting to restand Euron and draw a card. Gonna take unopposed? No.
Unopposed claim?
No unopposed and no claim apparently.
Tyson wants to win this game using only keywords.
Yeah.
He's not going to take unopposed, not going to take claims, just going to take keywords now. So better get some renowned dudes out.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't take his power claim in turn 1 either. So, I think this is like a recurring theme in this game. He just doesn't want to take any claim.
Someone ring Tyson and tell him how power challenges work.
And military as well.
Oh yeah, military challenges.
Oh dear.
God damn.
But
Patrick should also be like.
Oh yeah, it's both players' responsibility. But I'm quite enjoying the fact that this is just not happening. Also, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Patrick actually took off the power claim in that round 1. Just Tyson didn't actually put it onto his own.
Hmm.
Do you remember right back in the beginning when you used to share a power pool, and you'd actually move the power across from your opponent faction card to your own faction card, and then everyone started getting all these beautiful tokens and things, and it was like, it's not going to happen anymore.
I don't actually remember those days, but it sounds like we did do that.
We did for a very, very short period of time until we found Broken Token and got our first set of power tokens, which are actually the ones that Patrick are using.
It feels harsher when you're sharing the same token and someone's moving the token from your board to their board. That doesn't feel good.
I mean, like I say, it's been a while. I don't remember how it feels because I feel like I was always winning. So, I never had to worry about that.
Cool. And let's talk about you. So, next plot.
So, Tyson, despite not taking like 3 power now, has balanced out and is now 5-5.
I'll tell you what plot I think he's going to play.
I mean, you can kind of see it, to be fair.
I can't see it.
Oh, well, he's moved it now, but you could see it.
What was it?
I'm pretty sure it's Bar on the Gates, wasn't it?
Oh, good guess.
There you go. It's a fortified position.
Wow. Your voice indicates that this is unexpected.
So, I find this a really weird choice in Stark. I don't think I like it. Because there are so many Stark characters that have like really cool abilities and shit. It's not just like a big body that swings and hits. They all interact. Like the Scepter. The Scepter was giving Arya immunity to plots and an intrigue icon. Kat, she was stopping all of Tyson's shit if she went into a challenge. Even like Arya getting her stealth or the Winterfell Steward to reduce something. All of those things can do something on the board. And then you've got like bigger characters, more important characters like Rob. Like, imagine blanking your own Rob. That just seems really silly. I don't know. I don't like this plot in this deck. Like, I just, yeah. Sorry. That's my opinion. Is it too strong? I'm getting the look.
You done?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Can you think of any positive why he might have that in his deck?
Positives would be using I'm No One. Means that you still get to do cool shit and your opponent's characters can't do cool shit.
Right. Anything else?
No.
How about when your Umber Loyalist dies and you don't have to discard 2 cards? That's good, right?
Yeah, that would be good. That's a positive. You'd have to time it very, very carefully for when your Umber Loyalist dies.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have one on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Are there other positives?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we agree on that. And things like coming into play, like Summer coming into play, or Bear Island Scout, or She-Bear. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit... The more I think about it, the more the plot annoys me.
I mean, the plot makes it a numbers game. It makes it purely about your numbers.
Yeah, and Stark numbers are normally shit. That's why you need
Stark
the extra
numbers
stuff.
are really good on Challenge 3.
On 3, but they're all little weenies normally.
It doesn't matter. When you're doing crossing, it's all about the numbers game on the 4-5 position turn. And your numbers are generally pretty strong on the 3rd challenge. So it's not as bad as you're making out. I think you're being a little bit rude to Patrick and his
I'm sorry, Patrick. I don't mean that to be rude.
No,
I just don't like it.
But Patrick, he's obviously running a more unusual Stark crossing deck. He's got the Withering Cold in there and fortified position, which we now see. He may have secret tech that we have yet to see.
This is true. He might have secret tech.
So before stomping the deck beneath your boot heel, perhaps you should take a second and think, actually, he could be doing a really clever thing that other people haven't picked up on.
He could be. I'm sorry, Patrick, if I'm too...
And Tyson just played Bow in the Case.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a card in Shadows. But we don't know if that's a character or not. Oh yeah, you've not actually seen what that is yet, have you?
No.
Oh, at least that's a surprise for you.
Well, yeah, we realised the commentary died.
Yeah.
About 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah. So you've got the ending to look forward to.
Yay!
Woo.
I am excited.
Good. Did we have military claim this time?
Yay.
Oh, there's a dupe off a scepter. So
Mordain,
yes. Yeah.
Taken for clean.
Tyson must be so sad. That blooming the crown, the king crown pillage thing hasn't triggered once.
Why? Yeah.
Oh, what are we doing? Ah, there we go.
Are you is no one. But wait, Scepter is no one. But
no
wait,
no one.
the Winterfell... No, okay.
I don't think you need 3. Okay, that's cool. I mean, now Tyson's now his board out a little bit. Although Patrick will have to be quite careful with his challenge order if he wants to win his crossing.
What do you mean, Rebecca?
Oh, claim a superior claim. That's sad.
What do you mean that Patrick needs to be clever with his order?
Well, you've got 2 military icons. You've got 3 intrigue icons and a power icon. So he can definitely win the power. He might struggle with the others, though.
So you're saying you want your power to be the 3rd challenge so you can get your Lord of the Crossing bonus?
Yeah, and then the intrigue, you can win it if you use a scepter and cat, I think. If you did that on the 2nd challenge, stealthing Lannis, what can you get to? You can get to 8. Oh, that would be 7. But you'd have to use all of his stuff.
Yeah, but with Caitlyn in the challenge, boats can't trigger.
So, unless you've played fortified position and blanked your own cat.
Oh, for God's sake. God's sakes.
God damn it. Patrick has done the power first, which, like I said, I think he should have left that to the last one, because then he can definitely win that. I don't think he can win the other challenges now, unless he does the intrigue. Oh, last. Okay.
Sorry, Patrick, But can you tell Rebecca also played Dark Crossing at Worlds? Because she's telling you how to play it now.
Sorry. Well, no, okay, so I'm generally just trying to, help. So what he could have done is if he did the military first, because he's definitely not winning that one, and it would force a ship deckhand to kneel, maybe. And then he could have done the intrigue second with the scepter, stealthing... No, he could have done the power second, stealthing Alanis, and then he'd won the power, and then if he'd done the intrigue last, because he could put Cat in as well, and the scepter, and then he stealths Alanis, then he would have won the intrigue as well. Because of the strength bump from the crossing, right?
This is why you're 24th in the world or whatever it was.
I was 26th.
Oh yeah, not as good as I thought.
Where are you, Mr. 105th, was it?
15th. Thanks for that, Petter.
But yeah, all I'm saying is challenge order is important. Because I think he could have won 2 challenges there. And got his crossing off.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense what you said.
Thank you.
Yeah, all good.
It all works in my head.
Yeah.
I'm just not very good at explaining things.
Yeah.
Which is why it's great that I'm not a teacher, right? Right. Oh, I shouldn't be allowed to tell people how to do stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we have plots now. Titan's inched ahead, even though he should be significantly ahead, because his belief in only keywords has stalled somewhat in the last game, and he took some unopposed anthem claim.
Oh, did he actually take some?
I think he did, yeah.
Woo!
So, yeah, you need to become stricter with your morals, Tyson.
Yes, come on, Tyson, you shouldn't be taking stuff.
So what do you think? To Winter Festival in the Stark Crossing, Rebecca, do you have an opinion on this one?
I think Winter Festival's fine.
Oh, that's good to hear.
In a crossing deck, I think Winter Festival is absolutely fine. Summer plots are a lot more diluted nowadays. I think playing Winter Festival near the beginning is somewhat risky because there's quite a lot of summary plots that get played sort of in the first sort of 2-3 plots. But certainly a bit later.
Trade route became restricted, summer
has
also become somewhat rarer.
It's things like sometimes you'll find exchange of information pops up. Sometimes a close call if there's been a lot of deaths, although that's a bit rarer. I have actually seen Time of Plenty a couple of times coming out as well. I know, insane, right? But yeah, generally you can get away with the Winter Festival as long as you play it a little bit later in the game. I didn't run Winter Festival, and I was really torn between Winter Festival and Heads. And the reason I went for Heads and Spikes in the end was because I felt, at least with Heads, if I don't hit, it's still intrigue claim. Whereas if I do hit something, I could hit something really fucking important. Like I hit someone Robert Strong once, I think. And I was just like, well, this is great. I don't have to worry about Robert Strong now for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but Winter Festival, you could get 1 extra gold, 2 power, and trigger effect, even though your Winterfell is now.
Your Winterfell is now?
Yeah, you've used it.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that, again, I think there's bonuses for both. I think Winter Festival...
Heads on Spike has reasonably good initiative, although pretty shit against Greyjoy.
Yeah, Greyjoy just sort of give up, right? Sadly, Patrick tried to use the King's Road there, but Tyson, as soon as the King's Road came into play, used his shipwright to kneel it. Patrick also played a number loyalist, which let him draw 2 cards. He's also played out a Bran there to cancel any of Tyson's events. Patrick does still have a card in Shadows, so that will not be able to come out this turn because of the bar on the gates. And it's not kept any gold anyway, so he's clearly not too worried about it. And just 1 card remaining in hand. So...
Call the Maid.
Oh yeah, Carl's on the board. And
Mr.
Wex.
Windermere.
Oh, not Wex, Windermere.
Who's Wex? Wex, as in Callum Johnson.
Who am I thinking of? Isn't there a character?
Wex.
Is there a character called Wex?
Callum Johnson. Espresso Martinis, Turtle Bay.
Yeah, no. Oh, I'm so confused.
What?
No, there's a character called Wex, isn't there? The military intrigue, and you bestow it.
No. Have you just made that up?
Maybe. No, are you winding me up?
Yeah, I'm winding you up.
My little shitbag.
Wex Pike.
Yes.
You have no idea.
No, I do.
Just mash you up with a mallet now.
And all those people that commented on the videos to say that it's a thing.
It is a thing.
I still don't know whether you guys are winding me up or not.
It's definitely a thing.
You're a thing.
Like the people are telling you it's a thing.
I know, but I don't know if they're teasing me. I'm very naive. Anyway, so Carl and Euron went in for a military challenge. Silence was knelt to put in Grey Ghost. Grey Ghost is now being used to stop Arya from defending the challenge. And Euron got to restand because of the boat coming into play. Just bringing people up to speed.
True stories, all of them.
Oh yeah. So is that going unopposed? Oh god, here we go again. Right, reaction. Carl restands a boat. The Grey Ghost has been restood. Any other reactions? Any more we do not sows?
Boo.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
your King's Road. Get in the bin.
King's Road is gone. Oh, we're going to remember unopposed this time. Nope, not remembering unopposed. We get the claim though, which is a dupe off of the Arya, which was a superior claim, and intimidating cat, and pillage from Euron. So he remembered most of it. Oh no, he's remembered his unopposed. He's just a little bit late.
Whoa!
He just took it last. I mean, unopposed is forced, right? So you have to take it theoretically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What?
He took the unopposed last, but you weren't paying attention, were you?
Nah.
Power with Euron and Wex. Stealthing.
That's Maester Windermere.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I'm just, I'm gonna go to bed.
All these people come here to watch our word content, and you think Wex Pike is Maester Windermere and vice versa. You don't know anything. You think fortified position's a terrible plot.
It is a terrible plot in Stark, alright? Sorry, Patrick. But I'm going to stand by that.
Patrick, please comment on the video and tell us if you think Rebecca is talking absolute tripe.
Yeah. I'm quite happy to be proven wrong. Oh, and it looks like Victarion's in the power as well. So the sea bitch was knelt to restand Victarion. And Windermere was in the challenge. I'm assuming he stealthed the Umber Loyalist. Sorry, getting back in the swing of it, honest. I mean, he's going to win this by 5 easily, right?
Maybe.
Oh, reaction. So he won by 5. He's restanding Euron and drawing a card. Unopposed. Here we go. Claim. Ah, well done, guys. Getting all of it.
Wow.
Keywords.
Nice. Yes.
Intimidate.
Yes.
And pillage.
I feel like the Jack Nicholson gif.
Yes. Yay! We got all of the steps in the right order.
See?
It is doable, guys.
In 38 long minutes, we've reached a position where they can trigger every single part of the challenge resolution process.
Oh, dear.
They're on a roll.
Grey Ghost saying that Scepter can't defend and doing an intrigue with Euron, which is unopposed. Intrigue claim. Intimidate? Pillage? Yeah, there we go. Intimidate.
Pilacha.
Yay! We've got it! We've cracked it! Oh my god, Tyson was so excited. He was like, it's not a character! And it's like, yeah, it's an event. It doesn't work.
God damn.
Nearly, Tyson. You were closer. You nearly got the pillage. You nearly got the trigger. Alright, so I think that's all of Tyson's challenges. Patrick has... I mean, I guess he could do... In fact, he can't win anything, can he? There's no point.
You just like, let my world experience be finished already. I'm not enjoying this.
I don't know, he seemed happy enough when I came over at the end of the video.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, being bullied by Greyjoy is so 2019.
Hey, this is the, according to all the price... Oh my god, he forgot the Winter Festival! Patrick!
Fuck! Jesus!
Okay, right.
Did he actually? Or did
he actually did. He actually forgot.
It wasn't a case that he lost power claim and he went down to 4 and then took the 2.
No, he got Winter Festival. So we've got a win or die into weapons at the door, gate, I don't know.
Weapons at the door. That's pretty good call from Tyson. Deals with attachment and going to win you initiative against those win or die playing people.
Yeah, and it's not like he's been needing his pillage.
Don't you mean King of Salt and Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm just calling it pillage now because I just...
Not like he's been using his pillage. He's literally been pillaging.
Well, yeah. He's not been using the thing to get anything. The thing to get anything. Oh my god, I'm so good at explaining stuff.
Yeah, why are you even here?
Oh god, I don't know. So the attachment going back to hand.
We're going to find out what that card in Shadows is.
You might do.
Just tell me. Am I going to find out?
Yes, you'll find out.
Excellent. Oh, Maiden Bane.
So Grey Ghost. We're getting the card out Shadows. It's a mirror.
It is mirror.
I'm blanking the Euron.
No Wyman.
No Wyman.
No Wyman.
The Wyman.
So I wonder what Patrick does for a sacrifice.
I mean, we've not seen a Rob. Maybe he doesn't run Rob.
He must run Rob.
We've got no surprises.
King's Road and maybe a Parsnip Blackgate with that?
Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah, if he has no Wyman and he can't have Skagos, then how did he get Mira back into Shadows with reliability?
Well, he's got a return, isn't he?
Yep. Maybe he had another?
Maybe.
Because it's good to do that after you win or you die. And you got no card in hand, you can return 3 of those characters, and then you have a hand of 5 for marshalling.
Makes sense.
Assuming you keep your loyalist.
Actually,
it doesn't matter, does it?
I don't know, I was looking at what's happening on the board. So, Tyson is doing a big power challenge with most of them. And stealthed, I don't know, whoever's a big power icon that you can stealth. Cat. That makes sense. Stealth and cat. You'd hope.
I mean, he can't win from that, can he?
Not unless it's unopposed. So I just need to make sure it's opposed. There's no raiding longships on the board.
Oh, or is there going to be one coming in?
There might just be.
Oh, nice!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah.
And that is the game. Unopposed and claim.
Well, that was an interesting game 1. Miss triggers galore. Different ways to resolve your challenge and... Yeah. Any order. Doesn't matter at Worlds. and plot choices.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be harsh on people.
Yeah, we accept your apology on behalf of Patrick and Tyson.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was game 1. Game 2 will be coming soon.
Hopefully.
Thank you for watching our content. If you've made it this far, you can support us if you like on Patreon by going to
Patreon.com/The White Walkers.
The Patreon thing.
You're welcome.
So yeah, and without further ado, goodbye.
And thanks guys for being on stream.
Goodbye.
Bye.